Hey everyone, welcome to another class, or if this is your first class, welcome in general. My name is Cassandra and I'm with Premier Martial Arts in Apex, North Carolina, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Alright, we're going to kind of hop into it today, but first I do want to say if you have carpet at home, you're probably okay for this. We're going to do a little bit of maybe side on our side work, as well as a little bit on the ground. So if you have carpet, it's probably going to be soft enough, you're going to be okay. If not, if you have a yoga mat, there's a yoga mat in your house or an exercise mat or any of those things that can make it a little bit softer of a landing as we do some of that, then please feel free to grab it. That can even be a folded up blanket because we're going to do what we call side falls. We're going to do them really gently. We're not going to go from all the way standing position, but just having a little bit softer landing as you roll onto it might help you out today. Now, absolutely not required. I've done these many a times on regular hardwood gym floors. Coming out of it, no bruises, I'm all good. But if you would like something like that as a softer landing, then please do that. I will offer modifications where I can. A couple of the things today, not as easy to modify as in some other classes, but I just recommend taking it slow, listening to your body. And also, too, some of these things, if it is hard for you to modify, listening along and learning the skill just by watching is very important, because although maybe you can't join in to do it, if you're ever in a situation where you have to do it, at least maybe you know how to get to the ground safely. If you're falling or something, like, oh, I need to put up my hand, am I going to slap out my hand, what's happening, right? So listen along, so if you ever need it, maybe that knowledge will still be in your brain, although you haven't physically practiced it. With that said, I am going to offer as many modifications as possible. Like always feel free to modify something even if I don't offer modifications. And like always, if you want an extra challenge, go for the extra challenge. Go harder, go stronger, go a little bit faster. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit slower than maybe some of the videos I have in the past. I really, truly want to make this friendly to everyone. Whether you have a black belt that you're sporting right now watching me, you have a white belt, a green belt, or no belt, and maybe this is your first experience with martial arts. Either way, I want you to have fun, and remember that's my most important thing I want you to take home from this, is how fun martial arts is. Alright, so as promised, let's hop straight into it. We're just going to start out easy though. Arms out to the side, we're going to do some arm twists. As you notice, I'm twisting my whole body, including my hips. That means I'm releasing my heel off the ground, so my knee can naturally turn and take a little pressure off of that knee. Super important. This is the same thing as you see we're going to do hooks a little bit later. Some other techniques as well that you want a little bit of turn, natural twist in the body. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is continue along with some of this motion, but my right arm's going to slide down my right leg, left arm's going to come over. 1, 2, 3, other side. 1, 2, 3, one more time each side. 1, 2, 3, same thing. 1, 2, 3, and back up. Now, we're going to do some arm swings. These can be slow or fast. Go at your own pace. Very good. All right. Now, let's go to the back. Arm swings to the back. All right, that quick swim. Let's go for a swim. Alternating sides, arm swings. And now, let's swim backwards. Alternating sides, just backward swings. All right, let's put our hands on our hips. Now, let's do a little bit of hip rotation. Good. So I'm keeping my legs straight. I'm pushing my hips forward, left, back, right, and forward again. So just all the way around in those directions. Perfect. I'm just moving my upper body for that counterbalance. Make sure I'm staying nice and balanced. Other direction, so opposite way. A lot of this stuff, it doesn't matter what side that you start on. If you start on the same side as me, where you're following along, it may be a little bit easier just to follow along, because you can just look at me and mirror it directly. If you do not start on the same side, that's okay. Just do whatever side you're on, and then meet me, switch sides to the opposite side, and do the opposite side when I'm doing the opposite side. That's all that really matters. All right, so from here, we're going to do a couple of calf raises. Good. So we're going to have our heels just lift off the ground and back down. Good. Up and down. Nice, slow, controlled. A couple of more of these. I'm just pulling up my pants here so you can see my feet a little bit better. Good. This time what I want you to do is come down on your heels, rock back, see if you can pull your toes up. Good, rock back, find that balance in your feet. So we're coming all the way up, coming here, rocking back on the heels, bringing the toes up. It's also important in martial arts that you understand the different parts of your feet. We're going to actually go over that in a second. Good. All right. So from here, let me go ahead and go over the feet. Of course, you know toes, right? Maybe you don't know toes. Maybe you're really young watching this video. That's okay. I started at a very early age. Ready? Toes. You have your toes, of course. All right. Behind my toes here, I'm going to have the ball of my foot. So when I say pull your toes back, kick with the ball of your foot, I always mean this part of your foot. All right. So we also have the arch. We don't use that too much, but this is the blade of the foot. That is very important to know. And the heel of the foot. The other parts to know, of course, are the top of the foot, the instep, that's kind of on the other side of your ankle here, right, between the foot and the shin. And then, of course, knowing that this is the shin part of your leg. It's going to get you really far when it comes to us doing kicks. So let's go ahead and start in a guard stance. Right foot back, just my right foot's just gently back. I'm going to throw my hands up. When I put my hands up, I'm going to go ahead and roll in my fist. My fingertips come in, my thumbs come across the front. I'm going to bring my fist up to at least chin level. Good. As you see too, I am on the ball of my back foot, so my heel just gently lifted. It doesn't have to be so much. Usually I over-exaggerate for you guys a little bit in my videos so you can see what I'm doing, but heel just up a bit. And this is our guard stance. From here, we're going to go ahead and throw some punches. When I punch with that lead hand, that front hand, that's a jab. Good. And when I do it with my rear hand, that back hand, that's going to be a cross. Good. Ready? Jab, cross. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Good, let's speed it up. When I say guard stance, you are welcome to come to an orthodox guard stance, which is your right foot back, or a southpaw guard stance, which is going to be your left foot back. I don't really care which one you do. Anything other than that we're going to do on both sides, you'll have an opportunity to do it on both sides either way. Good. In fact, go ahead and switch your stance up. See how it feels on the other side. Now, remember, as we're doing this and you're shadow boxing a bit, important thing to remember, where's my jab? It's going to be that lead hand. Now it's on the opposite side because the opposite foot's in the front. And my cross is going to be that rear hand. Opposite leg is in the back here. So, let's keep it going. Jab, cross, jab, cross. We're going to switch up this a little bit. We're going to start throwing some hooks. I want you guys to have your right foot back if you don't care which side is back. We're going to do this on both sides though. Good. Ready? From here, just hands up for a moment. We're going to do that hook. We're going to come in, lead hook, and then let's do a rear hook. Rear hook. Good. Lead hook, rear hook. Maybe you see I'm lifting my heel up and turning that foot and turning that knee. That's exactly what I want you to be doing as well. So take your time with this. I'm just going to throw some hooks. Good. When we're just throwing around some techniques, and it's not on my count, we can consider that shadow boxing. When you're shadow boxing, you have a pretend opponent, and that's what you're hitting. Just like I said in the beginning, you want to go harder or faster than me, you know what you're doing already, go ahead and do that. Good, let's switch feet. Guard stance other side, see how it feels. Good. All right, keep it going, keep it going. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to switch sides again. We're going to have that jab, front hand, cross, rear hand, lead, remember that's that front hand, hook. Then we're going to have a rear hook. Good. Jab, cross, lead hook, rear hook. Jab, cross, lead hook, rear hook. Jab, cross, hook, hook. Good. So you're doing more of a shadow boxing. Switch these two techniques up as much as you would like. But if not, just keep with me. Jab, cross, hook, hook, and keep it going. Good. Now what we're going to do is work on those turns. Who remembers turns? All right. Maybe you've never done them before. That's okay too. So you can keep shadow boxing, but look at me for a moment while you do. Keep your energy up. We're in guard stance. All we're going to do to turn, we're going to come up on the ball of that front foot. That's all we're going to do with it. Because what we're really doing is stepping that back leg around. We're going to do a quarter turn. So we're just stepping, turning a quarter of the way. So another quarter turn will leave me in the back. Another quarter turn, opposite direction here. Another one, and back at the front with you guys. So let's keep doing that jab, cross, hook, hook. Good, ready? Let's try that quarter turn. And go. So what does that mean? Step the back foot around. Good, now we're looking at the side. Keep going with the shadow boxing. Jab, cross, hook, hook. Good. Couple more. And ready? Are you guys ready? Let's turn. Stop wherever you are. Turn, just step that back foot. Now we're opposite direction. So you should be facing away from me. I'm confident that although you are facing away, that you still are doing a great job. Ready? And turn. Hands up. Turn. Good. Now we're facing that other side. Perfect. And turn. Back to the front. Good. This time we're going to keep it simple again. We're just going to do the jab, cross, and hooks. And I'm going to call sprawl. We don't have to do a true sprawl, but what I do want you to do is put your hands on the ground. You're going to jump your legs out behind you and come all the way body on the ground for me. You can keep your hands by your chest if you want. So all I want you to do is you bend down, hands on the ground. Jump the feet out and back for me. Come down to the ground. Good. Now, I'm going to say up, and we're going to hop back up. And we're going to start doing shadow boxing again. Ready? So let's shadow box. At this point, if you know what you're doing, throw in some extra stuff. Maybe some uppercuts. You guys know uppercuts, right? Bam, bam. Maybe you don't know uppercuts. That's okay. Try them out. Palm heel strikes. Those are fun. Elbows. Did you do last class? We did some elbows. All right, ready? And sprawl. Hands down. Kick your feet out as fast as you can. Ready? Second here, and make sure everybody's down here with us, and up. Bam, I'm just going to hop up. Feet under me. Back to guard stance. Shadow box again. Let's do 2 more sprawls. All right. From here, ready, sprawl. What we're doing, hands down, legs back. Good, is everyone down? And up. Same thing, we're just gonna push up, here, feet under us, back up to guard. We're gonna do that one more time. When you do that, holding your core really tight when you're coming back up. You don't wanna hyperextend that lower back. So come up almost like a plank position or hop before trying to hop those feet up for me. Ready? Sprawl. And up. So see, you come up like a plank position and feet up. All the way back to guard. Good. And of course, you know that, you go ahead and do it nice and fast. All right, the next thing that we're going to do today is add something else to our jabs and crosses. Can we add more to that? Of course we can. Ready? We're going to do jab, cross. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump out to the side. We're going to do a squat. Jump back to guard. Jab and cross. Good. Go ahead and do full shadow boxing if you know other techniques and you feel comfortable with them. Now, if you need to modify that, keep going. You're still shadow boxing? Good. If you need to modify that, what I want you to do is you're just going to come here, step out to the side, squat, whatever hip range works for you. Just a little squat for me. Walk back to guard. That's the only difference. All right, we're still shadow boxing, right? Good. Ready? And squat. Come to the side, squat, back to guard. Keep shadow boxing. All right, ready? And squat. And back. Very good. This time I want you to do 2 squats if you can. Ready? Go. Not much notice there. Back to guard. All right. Squat. Back up. And squat. I know if you're following along, you're trying your best, then you are doing amazing. Palm heel, elbow. What else do we have? Try it out. Even if you don't know the full technique, try it out. It feels really great to throw different techniques. You can even throw some side techniques like that. One thing I didn't do though, if you throw a side technique, make sure you're looking direction that you're throwing your technique, right? All right. Let's go ahead and switch it up again. We're gonna go to a bob and weave. Get in your comfortable guard stance. Right foot back for most people, but if not, left foot back is okay too. Hands up. We're gonna do bob and weave. Let's just bob. What's a bob? We're gonna go bobbing for apples. Bobbing like the bob on a fishing hook. We're just gonna go down and up. Good. We just prepared our legs with that squat, right? To bob. Good. Bob. We're gonna sit our butt back a little bit when we do that. Try to keep our upper body upright. Good. Bob down. Good. A few more times. Bob. Just keep bobbing for me. Bob. Like little micro squats. Good. I want you to try it on the other side. Other foot back. Bob. Good. We're just going to try it on both sides. See what feels good for you. Good. A few more. And go back to that first side for me. Let's bob and weave. This time when we bob and weave, I'm going to bob and weave to the right. So, bob down, weave over. Ultimately, I'm making a U shape with my body. Bob down, weave to the right. Good, so bob's always going to be down. Weave, you either do right or left. Ready? Bob and weave to the right. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Ready? Now we're going to bob and weave to the left this time. Ready? So bob. It's always going to be down. Weave to the left. Good. Bob. Weave. Good. Bob. Weave. As you see, I'm sticking out my foot a little bit. Keep trying that for me. Just keep bobbing, weaving. Good. I'm sticking out my foot. Sometimes I find, especially with beginners, creating a little bit more space to drop down is going to help you get better form. If you're more advanced, you might not have to zip out your foot. That's okay too. I just like to show it this way. Good. Now switch sides. Try a couple on the opposite side here. Ready? We're going to start by bob and weaving. I'm still going to say the left and right. So let's bob and weave to the left first. That's going to be bob. Now, left. Good. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Good. Now let's bob and weave to the other side. Ready? Good. That's to the right. Bob and weave to the right. Good. A few more times. Good. One more. All right, let's put that right foot back in the back again. We're going to go ahead and work on back kicks. So, from here, you can either stagger your stance. The leg you're going to kick with would be in front in that case. Or if it's more comfortable, stand with your feet right beside each other. When you do that, it leaves you an opportunity to hold into a chair. Something sturdy, of course, like a sturdy chair. Or a wall or anything else. So if you want to do that, it's okay to keep your feet beside each other. Not being stagger them. I'm going to start here with this left leg, hands up. What I'm going to do is look over that left shoulder, back kick. Bam. Good, ready? Let's try it. Good, and again. Good, again. And again, push you with the heel. And again. Now when you do this, toes are down. Again. One last time, go. Good, I'm going to change to the other side. You don't have to change to the other side, but we're going to do opposite leg now. So, hands up. Just want to show you. Look over that right shoulder this time. And we're going to kick. Bam. And back. Good. Kick. And back. Good. Kick. Perfect. Few more. Just kind of go at your own pace right now is okay. Sometimes I like to try not to over-explain things. Just try it. You'll do a lot better than what you think. Let's do one more. Perfect. From here, we're going to go ahead and do a turning back kick. So this time, if you felt stable with that back kick, I want you to try it when we're going to do a turn. If you didn't feel stable, I want you to stay feet beside each other, holding on to something. Start with the right leg back, left leg in front, hands up. Good. Take that front left leg. We're going to cross it over. So we're going to step here. This is just going to allow us to turn. All right, now you're facing away from me. Look at me for one time, though. Ready? I'm going to take that right leg, look over my right shoulder, kick, step it back in place, turn back to guard stance. Good, let's try it together this time. Ready? That left leg steps over, turn, over the right shoulder, right leg kicks, step back, and back around to guard. Ready? Let's put it all together. 1, Good. 2, make sure your hands are up, even though you're going to be facing away from your opponent. 3, first of all, it's a good habit to be in. 4, second of all, you never know what might happen. You do a lot more things from a hands up position. 5, and 6. Good, we're going to switch legs. Now I have my left leg in the back. So, same thing, opposite side. Watch me first time. I know it's the same, but it is opposite side. And your brain's weird sometimes. You're going to take that front right leg, step it over, turn my body, look over the left shoulder, kick left foot, turning around, step that foot back. Good, remember we're turning with the left leg in the back. Good, let's try it together. Ready? Right front leg steps over, turn, over that left shoulder, left leg kicks. Good, turning back around. Left leg is in the back. Ready? 1. Good, 2. Take your time with these. 3, keep your hands up. Look over that shoulder. Look at where you're kicking. 4. If you need to go slower than when I'm going, that's okay. 5. Last one, 6. Great job. So let's go ahead and move on from here. We're going to do that side fall I was talking about earlier. So if you have a soft blanket, exercise mat, or a yoga mat, you're going to put it on one side of you, okay? Or in the middle and just follow it on both directions. Luckily, I do have this mat here, but even if I didn't, once you see me, as you see, it's more of almost a roll into it to protect our body. If you ever do need to fall from full height, at least you'll know the basics of this technique, but we're going to start from a knee position. I'm going to give you a couple different options, but we're all going to start here with knees on the ground. First thing we always do is, who answered that right? I'm going to throw my hands up. I don't know what's happening, but I'm down here on the ground on my knees. It's probably not a good situation. Throw my hands up, right? So from here, hands are up. What I'm going to do, of course, is shrug the shoulders next, especially on the side I'm going to fall on. Shrug that shoulder. I'm going to kind of grab on the side. I'm going to roll down. That's not so hard to start with, right? Ready? Let's come back up. So from here, hands up. Let's try it together. Gonna tuck in the side. Gonna roll gently, hips first, rolling on the bottom. Bam, come to the ground. And back up. Now this time we're gonna show you what we're gonna do after we get there. Now, here, roll. We're gonna roll from the side onto, roll across through our hips, rolling down here. Just gonna keep it as a roll for now. Almost, so here, gently, bam, hips first, rolling down. Now what I want you to do, throw out that arm for me, that bottom arm. Now we're going to put our hand up. So we're protecting ourselves and we're bracing ourselves now. Let's add that onto that. Ready? Back up. And roll down to the side. Roll, roll, roll. When we get down here, arm out, hand up. As you can see, I went ahead and pulled up my foot because the next thing I would want to do is kick from a ground position. Good. Come up. This time we're going to add that kick. Ready? Here, hands up, roll to the side. Bam. I'm going to go ahead and throw out my arm for bracing. Hand up. Good. And give me like a kick to the side, pushing out that heel. Very good. One more time like this. All the way up. Rolling to the side. After I get down here, I'm going to brace myself. Hand up to protect myself. And kick. Very good. Let's try it on the other side a couple times. We can go maybe a little bit faster. Still, if you need to take your time, please do that. I'm going to be up here. You can even come to more of like this, kneeling, really a kneeling position and roll to the ground if you need to. I like to do it from knee. It's a great place. You can do it from here. You can probably do it from one knee or even a standing position without too much fuss or hassle. So first thing we do is hands up. Good. I'm going to pull my hand into my side, tucking up my shoulder. Just go gentle roll to the hips first and down. Perfect. And come back up. Ready? And let's go. Tuck it in, hand up. Good. And back up. One more time like this. And go. Perfect. This time we're going to throw out that hand and throw up our arm. So throw out the arm to brace, throw out the other arm to protect ourselves. Ready? Hands up. Shrugging, rolling. Here. brace ourselves, hand up. Good. Ready? Hands up, and here. Roll. Perfect. Ready, we're gonna brace ourselves, hand up. Good. We're gonna go ahead and add that little bit of kick. So ready, and go. Here, brace, hand up, kick. Perfect. Also too, where are we looking? Direction of our kick, direction where we're protecting ourselves from, right? And ready, go. Hand up, kick. Good. Last time, ready? And we can start from neutral. Here, go. So remember this, hands up, shrug the shoulders, protect the side. We're gonna hold on the side here. Bam! Hand out the brace, hand up, protect ourselves. Kick while looking in the direction of our kick. Great job. So, there's a little bit of, we talk about something a little bit different here. I'm gonna show you. When we roll, we're gonna roll and keep our hand in and then put out our arm to brace, okay? So, why don't we just slap out our arm? So, there's a lot of kind of different theories and philosophies on just falling and slapping. I am not against that. In fact, it's the way that I usually practice it myself. But it's really intimidating. If you're wearing a hardwood floor at home and you just tried that, you absolutely know what I mean. The thing of the idea, if you're on concrete or you're on gravel, if you slap your arm down like that, it's going to hurt. And if you're not really trained used to that kind of pain in the middle of something, now you're concentrating on your arm hurting and in pain as opposed to paying attention to your opponent, the person that's attacking you. So what I want you to do is cover, embrace, and support yourself to get down to the ground a little bit more softly, and then remember to throw out your hand right away in order to be able to brace, to be able to also, if you brace yourself, you can kick with more power, and you can get up faster and easier by having that hand already out to the side. So I like the hand out to the side, but especially if you're a beginner, or if you're someone that's not used to any groundwork, or you've never been knocked to the ground before, or actually tried these different techniques, it's very intimidating to slap your arm on the ground for that first time. It hurts, it's not something you want to do, your body's going to have a natural reaction to not like it, and also, as you slap down, now you're concentrating on the pain in your arm, as opposed to focusing on possibly saving your own life from an attacker or an opponent. Alright, let's go ahead from here, we're going to stand back up. We're going to just have a couple of more minutes, we're going to do some different things. The first one, I'm going to see if you remember the different things we've done in class. So let's start guard stance, right, put back hands up. Good. I just want you to shadow box. I'm going to call out a couple of things, and I want you to do it to the best of your ability as I call them out. Ready? So shadow box for me. Palm heel strikes, anything. Ready? Sprawl. You guys remember that? Hands to the ground. I'm just going to throw my legs back. Good. Now I'm going to pop back up. First thing, we're going to come up to more of a plank position. Get my legs under me. Back up. And we're back to shadow boxing. Remember, you don't have to pop back up like that. You can always step it out and modify it. Ready? Squat. What is that? Jump out, your legs out to the side. We're going to squat down, come back, guard position. Good, ready? Squat. And turn. Good, that's just a quarter turn. Ready? And sprawl. Good, and ready, let's get back up. Ready? Turn. And keep shadow boxing. Squat. Turn. All right, last one, and turn. Great job. Let's go ahead and drop it down to the floor. We're going to do two different things from the floor. The first one we're going to do is just abs, a little bit of ab work to also cool down our bodies. We're going to do Russian twist. So if you know what that is, you can interlock your feet or just feet up, it's fine. And we're going to twist our bodies to each side. All right, but we're going to do it, if you can, with crosses, modification. Keep your feet grounded on the floor, a more gentle twist, or just a gentle cross here. If not, you're with me, we can cross those ankles, pull the feet up off the floor. First, find your balance, good. Start with just a couple of Russian twists, 1, 2, 3. Now start throwing some crosses for me. Good. Perfect, couple more. And back to regular rushing twist. Great job. And stop. Now we're going to go straight into a hip bridge. We're going to roll down onto our backs. Good. We're going to go ahead, place our fingertips into the floor, palms facing down. You're going to bring your heels into your fingertips. So your heels should be right at the end of those fingertips. Your knees and ankles should be about hip distance apart. From here, what I want you to do is pressing down with your palms. Push your hips. This is a glute bridge or a hip bridge. Push your hips into the air. I want you to go ahead and contract your glutes a bit for me. Pushing up, couple breaths and down. Good. We're going to push up this time. We're going to do a yoga style. Ready? Push up. Interlace the fingertips behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades under. Push up nice and high. If you feel any discomfort on your back, lower it back down for me. Good. Unlock the fingertips. Untuck the shoulders. Roll down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Perfect job. While we're down here, we did only a little bit of ab work, but we're going to come all the way to a nice little cobra position. Hands are going to be right by our chest. What we're going to do is we're going to lift up. When we lift up in cobra, we're lifting up with our back, not with our hands. So hands are down for support, but we're not using them. We're really arching with our back and trying to arch with our upper back. Good, ready? And we're going to release. Going to go ahead and push back up and through. Let's do a quick stretch from the ground today. Legs out wide for me. So just as wide as I want you to feel comfortable, then I want you to go a little bit more. I want to be slightly uncomfortable. All right, but no pain. We're never going to stretch with pain. We're aiming for a 7 out of 10. If 10 was the beginning of pain and 1 was absolutely nothing, we're going for about a 7. I want you to bending at the hips, keeping a flat back, reach down, point those toes in the air for me. Good. Reach out in front of you as far as you can. Very good. Walk your hands over to one side. And we're going to reach down towards our foot. Can you reach your foot? It's cool if you can. It's also cool if you can't, because not yet, right? Good. Walk back to the middle. Good. Over to the other side. Can you reach your foot? If you can't reach your foot, can you reach your shin? Keeping it flat back as possible. Can you reach your thigh? All of this is okay. Good. We're going to reach back towards the middle. We're going to walk our hands forward one more time. As far as you can. How far can you go? Make sure your toes are still pointed up. Make sure the backs of your knees are engaged down. Let's hold here for 3, 2, 1, and back up. Good job. Let's bring our feet in together for a moment. We're going to do a quick butterfly stretch. Heels in, big toes together, pushing down with the own force of your body. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to hop up slowly. Good. Shake out your legs. One last thing, stretch out the hamstrings mainly. Feet together, bending at the hips. Keeping a flat back, we're going to reach forward, putting your hands onto your thighs. If it feels comfortable, bring your hands down to your shins. And then walk them down as far as you can while keeping a flat back and bending at the hips. Good, and come back up for me. Perfect. Let's shake out those arms. Did a lot of arm stuff today. Rotate them behind you. One arm across, shoulder down. 3, 2, 1. Other arm across, roll that shoulder down away from that chin. 3, 2, 1. Arm up, over. Good, arm up and over. Other side. Good, out wide, out wide, out wide. Great job. Let's go ahead. And I'm going to come to a ready stance for a moment here. This is our ready stance. It means that I am ready, right? So in our class, we do have different stances that we do. This is one of them. I just want to show it to you. Your feet are going to be about hip distance apart here. Make 2 punches down, ready stance. The other way that we're going to do is from here is when I go to set stance. So I say set. Good. And since I'm a woman, you would say ma'am, and you would go to your stance. Perfect. From here in set stance, I'm going to bow. I bow to you guys. Thank you for coming to class. Bowing is a way to show respect and to say thank you. So I'm thanking you for coming to class, showing you respect. I appreciate you being here with me and taking these classes. If you need anything at all, remember to reach out to me. You can direct message any of our social media accounts, like Facebook or Instagram. If you haven't already, go like our Instagram page, go like our Facebook page, like and subscribe to our new YouTube channel. That would be super cool as well. But once again, Cassandra with Premier Martial Arts in Apex, North Carolina. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon.